Hello everyone, this is NASCAR Fan 02 presenting you with this review video on NASCAR 14 with Tony Stewart being on the cover. Now this is going to be a review for the Xbox 360 version of the game, and I'm going to be talking to you about what I feel are the pros and what are the cons of the game from the amount of time that I've been playing so far. Now, I have been on iRacing a lot, and I decided to go back to the arcade games, and NASCAR 14 I had it, so I wanted to go try it out and play it around. And I'll admit, I had some fun with it. A lot of talk about Technics, if that's how you pronounce it correctly. How about they are not making the best NASCAR games? I think they're making decent NASCAR games. At least for the 360 games. But there can be a lot of improvement to the point where it can feel like it can be really good, and it'll get a lot more positive reviews. So, but getting down to it, some of the positives, I felt like the graphics. The graphics itself, I thought, looked really, really well done. As you see on the back of the cover of the game, you see pictures of the cars that are within the game, like Dale Earnhardt Jr., Carl Edwards, Denny Hamlin, Greg Biffle. Their paint jobs, as well as the graphics and the 3D settings, everything looks really well done, in my opinion. I like the graphics a lot. I do like the interface that the game does provide for you. The interface when you are on the racetrack, the different types of camera angles are pretty cool. I really do enjoy that. I like the career mode. It's pretty interesting, at least so far with me. Just trying to do your best in every race, and from there you upgrade your car, because you don't start up from the best car, obviously, when you're a rookie, unless you sign with a high team. But with this career, you start basically on your own. And I've played some exhibition races I have done, and so far I've had fun with the races, but the AI is a little weird, a little messed up, especially for short tracks. I have not tested multiplayer, but I've seen lots of videos of multiplayer, and I do have a lot to say of what I've seen and the overall game. So I talked about the pros, which is, well, I think that also another pro of this is, I'll just be biased on here, but Tony Stewart being on the cover, I think, just gives the game credibility that, a guy like Tony Stewart, who's a really big veteran of the sport, being on the cover of this game, representing the game, does provide the game credibility, because it's not someone like, let's say, for example, Austin Dillon on the cover, that wouldn't give the game credibility, because he's a rookie, in my opinion. Tony Stewart would be more credible, if you will, is what I'm saying. I'm not saying it wouldn't be wrong to put, someone, like possibly not Dillon and Kyle Larson on there. I'm just saying who would be, would make the game more credible. Now, with the cons, so what do I not like? I personally don't like the fact how the AI is played in this game. It reminds me a lot of the first NASCAR the game, where the AIs just, for some reason, like to brake on the straightaways. It's just weird. I don't really get it. I don't know how that, how you can really fix that, or if there is a way to fix it. There is a way to fix it, let's face it. Just don't know. I just don't know how it's done, obviously, because I don't program games or I don't make games, but personally, I feel like, that needs to be addressed, especially with the AI. Another thing that I don't like, and I don't think anyone likes, is the online. The online is, from what people call, disastrous. It's very, very, very bad, to the point where you can't really race straight on because of how messed up and laggy the server is. You can't tell where people are at. It's that bad. Also, again, I know it's an arcade game, but it just feels like an arcade, I don't know, to me it feels like the game itself, you know, I mean, I don't know about me, I don't know about anyone else, but it seems like when you get off the gas, you're just flat-footing it. You're not, you know, rolling into the throttle. You're not like, you know, rolling into it like the real Cup guys would. Like, if let's say if you're at Atlanta, you're not rolling into it. You're like pounding the gas, and you are flat-footing it to get the good run off the corner, and so on and so forth. But again, I feel like there's a lot of improvements to this game that need to be made, especially with the online play, because that's what seems like a lot of people are trying to play besides career mode. They want to play the online, and the online isn't that great. And I heard there was a patch, and I heard it made it worse from a friend of mine, but I'll have to test it out and see for myself. But anywho, I haven't played the game too much, but I would like to play it more. And I will, you know, possibly provide some gameplay footage if I can. I will try to see. I would like to hear your guys' comments on these review videos if you guys want me to start putting up more gameplay footage of games or something like that. Besides these review videos, just let me know. Well, then again, this is thank you for watching this video. This is NASCAR Fan02 presenting you with this NASCAR 14 game review. If you're not a subscriber, click the subscribe button. And this is NASCAR Fan02 signing off.